Welcome beautiful people, I am Chev. If you're new to this channel, welcome to this Jamaican and extended Caribbean family. Make sure you are subscribed down below. Now for today's video, we will be doing a Q&A video, question and answer. And this video was suggested by a subscriber while we are in quarantine. Now I think this is probably the first Q&A video that I am doing on this channel, and I guess you guys may not know a lot about me, so I asked the question, or rather I posed the question on Instagram, and I also posted it in the YouTube community tab. I said no question was off limit. You can ask whatever you want, but y'all see me all cozy. I got some wine. Let's get into it. Nice, hungry. Do you want kids? If so, how many? I do want children, of course. I want 3 kids. What's the favorite thing you love about your relationship and your boyfriend? So one of the favorite things that I love about my relationship with Simba is that we are both Caribbean. I love that because I feel like we have very similar upbringing. We have not the same personality, but we are both expressive people. We're both, not say loud, but I feel like we get each other in terms of like how we mesh and interact. So I think that is just one of the things that I love about us. Like, we just naturally get each other. I mean, we do clash because when you like have similar kind of personality traits with somebody, like that tends to like clash a lot. So we do a lot of this. Apart from that, like, we just have this mellow flow with each other, and I think that is like my favorite thing about our relationship. And Simba is so lovey-dovey. He's very catering, and I think that is like one of the best things I love about him. He likes to, I love to cuddle, I like to PDA, like not PDA like in terms of like we'll be doing all type of extra stuff in public, but in terms of like holding hands, he loves to hold hands. He likes to hold you. Simba likes to cook for you. He likes to give massages. Like, that's why I got all this weight now, because he just always cooking. He's always doing a lot of, and yeah, I love that about him. What are some difficulties you faced being Jamaican overseas? I wouldn't say I faced difficulties, especially being in Toronto, because it has such a big Caribbean society and it has such a big African society. Like, living in Toronto is like almost like home in terms of like people you interact with. It's like a very multicultural city, and I don't think I faced difficulties like that being Jamaican. Like, the only thing is like people annoy me like when they hear me talk, and they'll be like, oh my god, like you speak English so well. Like, miss, I don't know about other places overseas. What's it like living in like say New York, or say London, or say, I don't know, Dubai? Would you consider going back to Jamaica to live and work there, or Canada is the place for you? I would like, God's will, to have 2 homes, one in Canada and one in Jamaica. So I feel like during the summertime, like say, when is it warm in Toronto? June to November, I would live in Canada, and then from December to say May, I would live in Jamaica. Would I work in Jamaica? I would open businesses in Jamaica, but I feel like I would keep Canada as my permanent home, and then vacation in Jamaica. And that's just a personal choice for me. I feel like I have a lot more opportunities here. I feel like there's more things accessible to me or for me here in Canada. Have you been to Africa? If not, do you plan to go to a country in Africa? Yes. Well, no, I've never been to Africa, but I would like to visit. And the country that I would like to visit is South Africa, because apparently I have a lot of South African subscribers, like when I look into my stats. So I would love to go to Cape Town in South Africa. I would like to go to Nigeria, Lagos. Did I pronounce that right? Lagos. I would like to go to Ghana. I feel like I have this urge to visit, like I want to, but most definitely at the top of my list is Cape Town in South Africa. Would you ever attend Spice Mass? Her name is Alicia. Okay, so Spice Mass is in Grenada. To be honest, I would, but I don't feel like I am that much of a carnival junkie to fully appreciate what is Spice Mass. You know what I'm saying? I would go to just observe, and I'll go just to attend a parade, and then I feel like I would like to explore Grenada as a whole, but I don't feel like I'm that much of a carnival junkie to really appreciate it. I'll let y'all know when I'm coming to Grenada. Okay, I'll let you know. Underscore Rain underscore Lovey ask, how is Poppy? So Poppy is Simba. His social media name is Island Poppy underscore Island Poppy 264. He is doing okay. He's currently right now playing 2K. NBA got cancelled. A lot of shit got cancelled, so he's stuck playing 2K and Madden. He's driving me nuts. I need them to fix this corona issue so you know he can get out of my hair. Leave me alone for a minute, you know. What was your dream job when going to high school? Okay, so there was multiple dream jobs because you know, like different grades or different age group, like you have different aspirations. But in high school, I got really into social studies, government and politics, principles of business and economics. So basically what I wanted to do was be a political advisor. I didn't want to be a politician, but I wanted to be an advisor. So I guess that was why I chose that to do while I was going to university. Did you go to college or in college? If you did, could you give me some tips? I'm starting in August, hopefully. Yes, I did go to college. I went to two, actually. So I went to University of the West Indies, UWI, Mona campus in Jamaica. And I went for 1 year, then I transferred to York University here in Toronto, Canada. So in both universities, I studied political science. I tried to minor in economics, but then I realized when I got to York University, like I did like 5 economics courses. So I was almost there, but I was like, well, I graduated from York University 2 years ago, so in 2018. The tips that I would have for you, I realized personally that I did really well in my first year, not at UE, but at York University. Studying in Jamaica for my first year, because it was so intensive, it was so much harder in Jamaica. When I came to Canada, I was like the top of my class. The tip that I would give you is minimize your friend group. Like I know it's hard. For me personally, I realized that when I had less people that I knew, like my first year at York, I did super well in school. Like I got straight A's, and that is not like an easy task in university, especially when you're doing a critical thinking course like political science with a lot of writing and a lot of research. And I did better in my first year and a half because I was new to Canada. I didn't have any friends like that. I was friends with the brown kids. And yeah, you want to be in all these extracurricular activities, which I did take part in a lot of extra stuff because I wanted to build a life in Canada. I wanted to meet people. I wanted to have friends. Don't overdo it. Remember why you were there in the first place, to get a degree and also to do the best that you can do. You should form a relationship. It's very important, but balance is very important. Balance. Time management is very important. Do not be lackadaisical. Do not be lazy. Don't procrastinate. Every time you go into a class, make sure that you don't have classes with your friends. Do not have classes with your friends. It's a recipe for disaster. You probably do a lot of group works in university, so you want to like observe the class to see like who is that person. Don't be a sponge. Okay, carry your weight, but find that person who's like-minded like you, and they could be your class friend. Sit in the front of the class. Get to know your professor. That's very important. Get to know your professor, because you need that person to know you, especially like if you want to go to law school afterwards and all of that. Like get to know your professor. Like let them see you. We see each other. Who learning how to do hair? So basically, who taught you how to do hair? I taught myself how to do my own hair. My mom has been taking me to the hair salon since maybe I was 5 years old. I would be very observant with how the person who was doing my hair did it. Like when I was like 10 to 12, I started like experimenting, not like crazy stuff, like trying to like braid. Obviously that didn't turn out well, but I tried to do like different hairstyles. I tried to do buns. Throughout high school I did my own hair. When I came here, especially because the pricing difference between Jamaica hairstylists and moving to Canada, and like the price gap was like, oh girl, like I could have gotten this done in Jamaica for like way less than what you're charging me. So that was like a push even further for me to learn to do my own ish. And how long did it take you to learn how to properly care for your natural hair? I still don't know how to properly care for my natural hair. I think like this is a long process. October of 2015 I went natural, and then I big chopped again in May of 2018. So that was 2 years ago I went natural. Well, not went natural, but I big chopped again. And like it's just a learning process. I feel like now I have a better understanding of my hair, and that's like what, 4 years, almost 4 years of trying to understand. I feel like the texture is constantly changing. I feel like the weather obviously has an impact. When I was in school, my hair was completely different than how it is now while I am not in school. So stress played a huge factor on my hair. Like there's so many things like you have to consider when taking care of your natural hair, and it's just like it's a learning process. It's a long and tedious process. You can watch all the YouTube videos that you would like, but at the end of the day you have to be very observant of your hair. How old are you and Simba? How did you two meet? Do you and Simba have siblings? I am 25 years old. Simba is 28 years old. We met in university. We met at York University. This was me, as I said, trying to get into extra activities, and he at the time was a vice president of the Caribbean Students Association, and I was passing by their little tabling thing that they try to get people to sign up, and I saw him. I'm like, okay, hi, I'm gonna sign up for this club. And that is how it was the first time I met him, but we didn't like interact with each other. We interacted when they had like a meetup, then we became friends, and then, you know, friends lead to other things. Do you and Simba have siblings? I have siblings. Simba has siblings. How's the fitness journey going? I remember you posting about it on your couples channel. So that's me and Simba's channel. See us together. Go subscribe. The fitness journey was going really well about 2.5 weeks ago. Maybe early January through February. Then the first week of March I was at it. Like I lost weight. I was at 155 and I dropped to 149, and we were in the gym, and then Jamaica Carnival got cancelled. Corona happened. Well, not canceled, postponed. The Corona happened, and I just lost being quarantined. Like I really should try to do home exercises, but I'm telling you right now, like I'm trying to make sure that I stay here, like keep my mental together during this time of quarantine. But the fitness journey was put on pause, and I need to get back on it. That's no excuse. I can work out at home, but it was going so well. Like I was in the gym, I was feeling good, I got my rhythm, and then Corona is like, nope, put that summer body on hold, boo boo. Like stop right there. Are you a full-time YouTuber? How do you pick your content? I am a full-time YouTuber. I think my content picked me. So before I started my channel, I was a YouTube watcher, obviously. Watching different type of content. It was like when I started YouTube, it was like wig tutorials, natural hair tutorial, makeup tutorial. I did story time. So I did all the type of content. I did couples, yeah, in the early stages. So it was like all the different types of things that I like to watch, I did in the beginning of this channel. But then the natural hair took off. I loved story time, but I felt like not enough people were watching it, and it was like, eh. But I loved story time. It was so much fun to do, but I feel like it wasn't like the audience was already all natural hair and stuff, protective styling. So the crochet, I think it was the crochet puff that I did, the birdless crochet. So it was like natural hair videos, protective styles are my go-to. Wig tutorials, and then makeup here and there. And then makeup is funny too. It just depends on who is notified, who is coming to watch it. So I feel like when you start a channel, just put out what you like what's you, and then gradually you would see what people gravitate to. You would see what people like to watch more on your channel. So it's like what you do best. So that's how you pick your content. I hope that makes sense. How do you maintain your edges while trying many different styles? I don't put stuff on my edges at all. So even though I'm wearing a wig right now, like I don't use glow spawn glue. I don't use glow spawn glue. I don't use any type of super glue. I don't care. Like if the wig I need my wig to come off effortlessly. I don't need to buy a next product to take off one product. Okay, so I'm not buying a wig glue that I need to buy something else to take it off. If water can't take it off, I'm not using it. When I'm doing crochet hairstyles, I make sure my hair is moisturized. I leave my edges out, like not the whole, like a whole lot of hair, but I don't touch the very front part of hair. I like to do my swoop to the dupe action. Do you still use Edge Entity? I haven't used it in 2 weeks. I feel like I have commitment issues with these products, but I haven't used it in 2 weeks. What type of wigs are your favorite? Curly wigs. I love me some curly wigs. I like bobs. I like the bob cut, not like the super blunt ones. I like those sometimes. It just depends on how I do my face. But I realize that any type of makeup that I do, any type of face that I do, natural face, bare face, full glass face, curly hair never fails. How to get abs or slim down yourself? Baby girl, I don't have the answer to that. I don't have the answer to that because I don't have abs. My stomach is not slim. I don't know what is slim. Can't relate. Never met her. She doesn't go here. Like I couldn't tell you. Like I've tried, failed. How to gain weight? I don't know. It's not like I'm setting out to gain weight. I can tell you what I eat that made me gain weight. I ate a lot of pasta. Simba's specialty is pasta. When we were first dating, and he used to cook for me a lot. But if you want to gain healthy weight, I eat a lot of avocados. I eat avocado almost every meal. Are you and Simba engaged? No, we're not. You'd know if we were engaged. Does the wet line gel work well with other brands, specifically As I Am or Shea Moisture? I can't find wet line gel in any of the beauty supply stores in Toronto. I've never tried it before. I should try it. I haven't seen it. Like I don't care to online order certain products because there's so many beauty supply stores in Toronto. I don't know why they don't have it, but when I try, I'll let you know. I love As I Am. I don't use Shea Moisture. I don't know why I don't use Shea Moisture. Like I feel like when I just went natural, I used Shea Moisture, but I didn't really like it. But I like As I Am. I use As I Am leave-in. They're long and luxe leave-in, sis. Like that shit is bomb. What do you do in your spare time when you aren't recording? When I'm not recording, I read a lot. I read a lot of African American romance novels. My favorite author is Brenda Jackson, Christina C. Jones, Kay Shaney, is that her name? Like I've been discovering some new urban contemporary African American romance novels. I'm on Pinterest trying to find different hairstyles when I'm not recording. I get inspiration from the shows that I watch for different types of styles that I want to do. I watch a lot of YouTube videos just for entertainment or to just be inspired by fellow YouTubers. Coming to Carnival in October, most definitely I will be there. Pan my eyelash, me after that. It can't miss me. I already switched my flight, I already switched my Airbnb, my after that. You know, miss me. Postpone who, Corona who, we there boo. Do I grow my channel and I barely have time to record? That's gonna be difficult. Because I feel like, especially when you're starting out a YouTube channel, you need to be out there. You can't be like posting once a month. Like you need your content out there so it can get into that YouTube algorithm, and also to get people to see you consistently so they keep tuning in. So I feel like if you're starting, I don't know how you're gonna grow it if you barely have time to record, but if you really want it, you're gonna have to find that time. Which editing software do you use? I use Final Cut Pro. And so yeah, that is the end of the question pretty much. I skipped some questions because they were basically the same thing, so I just jumped over those. But yeah, that is the end of the video. If you guys want me to do another Q&A, you can let me know down below. Let me know what type of videos you guys want to see. Just leave them in the comment section down below. You can always leave suggestions. I'll see them and all of that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, you need to go on ahead and subscribe down below. You can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at damn-chev. Make sure to wash your hands, okay? Eat healthy and practice social distancing. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Go on, big up on yourself. Bye guys.